Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Prior to commencing our ceremony, let us welcome student Edith Anderson from Montgomery Adult School to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which stands one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Edith, for leading off our graduation ceremony. At this time, we'd like to welcome one of our own staff members, Mrs. Audrey Deerdorf, who will sing our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you, Mrs. Deerdorf, for that wonderful rendition of our national anthem. Good evening and welcome to the 2020 Sweetwater Union High School District's Adult Education Graduation Ceremony. I'm Dr. Jay Marquand, and I'm honored to be the principal of our adult schools, and on behalf of our division faculty and staff at Chula, Vista, Montgomery, National City, and San Ysidro Adult Schools, I'd like to welcome our graduates, their family members, and friends who are gathered here today for this special virtual ceremony, our recognition of our 2020 Adult Education graduating class. Ladies and gentlemen, let's also begin this evening by recognizing our first special guest, student Edith Anderson from Montgomery Adult School, who led us in the Pledge of Allegiance. In addition, we are very honored to have our own Mrs. Audrey Deerdorf, who sung our national anthem. Thank you both for those great performances. At this time, I'd like to introduce several distinguished guests who are joining us here this evening. Please welcome our District Governing Board of Trustees, President Mr. Frank Tarantino, Vice President Mr. Nicholas Segura, Board Member Ms. Paula Hall, Board Member Mr. Kevin Pike, and Board Member Mr. Arturo Solis. We appreciate them being a part of our program today. From our district office, we have our superintendent, Dr. Karen Janney, our assistant superintendent of teaching and learning, Dr. Ana Maria Alvarez, and Dr. Joe Fulcher from our Equity, Culture, and Support Services Department. Thank you all for attending this special occasion. Also with us is our very own adult education leader, Dr. Ryan Burke, the Director of Adult Education. Thank you, Dr. Burke, and we look forward to hearing from you later this evening. I also want to point out two amazing assistant principals in our division, Mrs. Sarah Garcia Salgado and Mrs. Virginia Mendoza, who are here with us this evening, as well as our graduation committee coordinated by Miss Vicky Hernandez, Miss Samantha Barbara, and also Miss Melina Gaitan. Thank you all for being support of our students and the ceremony this evening. Most of all, I'd like to acknowledge our incredible faculty and staff who are also here this evening to honor our graduates. It is our adult education schools. We have incredible teachers, counselors, registrars, office assistants, and custodians who, for both students and staff, we seek for guidance. I know I speak on behalf of the administration leadership team in our division when I say we are indebted to all of you for your caring and support and expert teaching of each one of these students. Thank you for all that you've given to our students. This is an incredible team of educated professionals committed to student success, and we are honored to work with you. Finally, and the true purpose of why we are here today, our exceptional adult education graduating class of 2020. Students, you have dedicated your time to fulfilling the goals you have set for yourself, beginning with the valuable lessons your parents have taught at early ages at home and now reinforced through the lessons delivered by your teachers. You've expanded your knowledge and continue to reach your potential. Each one of you has brought your own individual learning style and personal character into our schools, which has made a lasting impression. This impression created a school and community culture, one that is embedded in respect, responsibility, and citizenship, and therefore establishing an environment for all to learn and one that is filled with great pride. Each one of you have left a unique footprint on our schools, and you should be proud of the future students to follow. So now you leave your legacy in our schools and move on to the next chapter in the book you get to write or create the lyrics to a song that you get to sing. We want to recognize each and every one of you, your intellect, your curiosity, your passion, your humility, your unique you that makes our schools, our community, and our world a better place to live. So remember, Adult Division graduating class of 2020, stay true, remain you, and never go out of style. Now on with the ceremony. Next, it is my privilege to welcome Dr. Ryan Burke, the Director of Adult Education, to share with you some words as you graduate today. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Ryan Burke.
It's graduation day, everybody, so congratulations, and it's fantastic to be here with you. You might be wondering, who is this Sasquatch that was invited to our graduation? But it is me, Director Ryan Burke, and I'm maybe just an emblem of the pandemic at present. So I wanted to say, before addressing the students, I wanted to say thank you to the staff. I'm amazed at the adjustments that our staff members have made to make this day happen and to continue all the learning in our other programs, like our English as a Second Language and CTE programs. The fact that our staff members, classified, office staff, our counselors have made incredible adjustments in their work for record keeping to enable this day to happen, to make sure that we're able to have our promotional ceremony and know who's graduating. So our teachers have adjusted their lives tremendously and brought students into their home through the magic of Google Meets and Teams and so forth. And it's just incredible, the adjustments that people have made to make this day happen. And that's not lost on me. So I'd like to thank our staff. Next, for our students, I do want to say there's two traits that seemingly allowed you to make it to this point today. Persistence and flexibility. Two of the most important character traits you're ever going to find. I think empathy might be the one that trumps them both. But persistence and flexibility are incredibly critical in life. And you've shown them here. To get to this point, to make it to this promotion, you've done it. You've overcome mountains that other graduates have not had to climb over in the past. And yet you've persisted and navigated your way to this point. I encourage you deeply to carry those forward, because those are going to be the traits that enable you to be successful in your next job and enable you to be happy in finding the job that you want as you persist and roll with the punches that come, because there's always going to be situations in life that are not expected. Maybe not as serious as this one, but it'll always keep coming. And for your ability to be flexible and to work through it is what's going to carry you to the life that you're looking for. So once again, congratulations to everybody. Last thought, I'd like to encourage you all to encourage others to come find us. We're doing great work here, as you can attest, and more people out there in our community could benefit from the work that we're putting in here. And that's what we want to do. We just want to help our community. So thank you again, and congratulations.
Thank you, Dr. Burke. Now it is my privilege to welcome our Assistant Principal, Mrs. Virginia Mendoza, who will introduce our keynote speaker as well as our student speakers from each of our 4 schools. Mrs. Mendoza.
Thank you, Dr. Marquand. I am honored to introduce our keynote speaker and alumni from our adult division, Mr. Jose Luis Chavira. I want to share with you what one of his counselors, Ms. Alma Ortiz, wrote about this incredible young man. The first day Jose Luis walked into my office, I knew he was up to great things. Despite the many adversities he had faced in his young life, Jose Luis showed a strong commitment to his studies. In a matter of months, he earned his high school equivalency with excellent results. He then began his college education at Southwestern College, where he will be graduating with an associate's degree in psychology next week. Jose Luis's road will take him to San Diego State University this fall, where he will continue working on the goal of becoming a counselor. Jose Luis is an inspiration and a role model, and I could not be prouder of him and his accomplishments. Congratulations.
Hey, what's up? How's everybody doing? First and foremost, I want to congratulate everybody that finished this goal. I know us as adults, we go through a lot of ups and downs in life, but something convinced us to come back to school. Maybe it was to live a better life. Maybe it was to have a better source of income. But in that process, life throws obstacles at you. Being in school might even seem like a setback at times, with thoughts like, oh, I could have been working, oh, I could have been making money. Whatever the situation was, we stuck through it and we finished it. Trust me, I know. When I was at San Ysidro Adult School, I was second in charge of Rehabilitation Center of Addictions in Tijuana. My job consisted of helping people, a lot of times at 2 or 3 in the morning, sleeping in the office, getting up, getting ready for school, walking 4 miles every morning just to get to school. And then when I'll come back, it'll be service all day. And I was studying late nights. And when I looked up, I was nominated valedictorian 2017 at San Ysidro Adult School. I just got accepted at San Diego State University, psychology major, honor roll listed. I'm just sharing this with you guys because I've been through what you've been through, went through what you're going to go through. And I want you to know wherever I'm going to take it, you could take it there too. Today's your day. Have a nice day.
Thank you, Jose Luis, for your efforts and poise this evening speaking to such a large audience. Now, I would like to introduce our student speaker from Chula Vista Adult School, Leticia Fabian. One of her teachers shared these words about Leticia. Leticia's strengths are as impressive as her intellectual accomplishments, which have led her to reach her educational and personal goals at Chula Vista Adult School, and she continues making a difference in the community. Leticia is so impressive that she was recognized by the Outreach and Technical Assistance Network as a recipient of the California Adult Education Students Succeed program.
Hello, my name is Leticia Fabian, and I feel very honored to be here celebrating our graduation. First of all, I give thanks to God for guiding me through this process in my education, my family, and all the outstanding teachers from Montgomery Adult School. Everything started a few years back when I wasn't able to finish my high school because I became a mother at a very young age. My family became my priority in life, but at the same time, I desired to finish my education. I really wanted to get my GED and also study a short career in order to have a better job and educational opportunities. The day came when I registered in Montgomery Adult School, having 3 goals in my mind: my GED, my technical career, and also my U.S. citizenship. Then I began the semester and I met amazing teacher Mr. Alvarado, who helped me accomplish my goal. With his education, motivation, and guiding me to have different options, he motivated me to start my technical career education for this week and also doing 1 class of math out of the week to prepare for my GED and study the other sections on my own. I thank Mr. Alvarado and demonstrated how much he loves what he does. Doing what you love is the key for achieving your goals and having success. It was not easy, but also not impossible. There were so many obstacles that I needed to overcome and keep going. I didn't want it to continue making more excuses and not achieving my goal. I also want to thank Ms. Matos because she motivated me in class every day not to give up. And then she showed me that every day being in class is really important to achieve our goals. Then, at that time, I also received my interview for my U.S. citizenship. My great teachers guided me to Miss Winnet, and thanks to Miss Winnet for her time, dedication. She helped me preparing for my U.S. citizenship, and I passed it. Thank you so much. All of us are here. We accomplished our goals. Even though we became tired sometimes, we all did it. We all overcame the situations that we face. Thank you so much, everyone, for making this great effort. Thank you so much for all the teachers, the staff, counselor, principals at Montgomery Adult School for helping us and be part of this amazing day. Thank you and congratulations again, class 2020.
Thank you, Leticia, for those great words of encouragement. Next, I would like to introduce our student speaker from Montgomery Adult School, Yafer Vasquez Alcaraz. Here is a summary provided by his teachers. Yafer is friendly, hardworking, and possesses a great attitude. In class, he had impeccable attendance and always worked diligently on his assignments. He remained focused and determined to achieve his GED. Yafet continues to attend school to prepare for college in addition to working and dedicating time with his wife and kids.
Montgomery Adult School. When I took my first step to go back to school after dropping out school 14 years ago, it was just to get my GED to be able to apply for a law enforcement agency. But after all the support of my teachers and counselors, I decided to go to college, and after that, go to university for medical school to become a doctor. I went to school in Tijuana, Mexico until I was 14 years old. I decided to drop out of school because I just didn't like it. I learned my English by watching TV. When I was 18 years old, my uncle took me to San Ysidro Adult School, and I attended for 6 months until I started working in a restaurant, and I dropped school again. This time I promised myself I would not do that again, and I have not since I went back a year and a half ago. In fact, I have been doing online school for the last 2 months since school closed down, even though I completed my GED in February. First, I would like to thank you, both of my counselors, Ms. Andrea Aragosa and Ms. Erin Gonzalez, for helping me with all the schedule changes and apply to college. Second, I would like to thank my teachers, my reading teacher, Ms. Sotero, my writing teacher, Mrs. Whitnett, and my social studies and science teacher, Mr. Farrell. And last, and a huge thank you to Mr. Alvarado, my math teacher, for helping me and taking the extra time to teach me what I'm going to need in college. Now I like math more than what I did before. I used to hate math when I was on middle school. Next, I will start Southwestern College on June 15. Thank you everybody at Montgomery Adult School for helping me and everybody achieve our goals and hopefully make our dreams come true. Thank you.
Thank you, Yafet, for being part of this ceremony. Next, I would like to introduce our student speaker from San Ysidro Adult School, Viviana Paul Arredondo. Her teacher shared these words. As I reflect upon the time I spent with Viviana, I feel many emotions, but my strongest feeling is that of confidence. I feel confident in the future because young people like Viviana, young people who have a fair and balanced vision of the future, who know they have a place in that future and are willing to work towards that future. Viviana has a great inner strength. She is intelligent, and I know that many wonderful things are in store for her.
Hello, class of 2020. My name is Viviana Paul, and it is my pleasure to welcome students, family, and faculty to our virtual adult education graduation ceremony. Many of us have come to experience this pandemic in multiple ways, and it has affected us all without making exceptions. Despite the hard times we are living in now, it is up to us to come united in the same spirit, the same feeling, and shift our outlook to those things that really matter. For example, today, a time when all of our hard work has finally paid off. Like my fellow classmates, I have been a student at San Ysidro Adult School for a while, since late 2018. Because of different issues like tending to my mental health among other situations in life, my path in education had to be paused. As I recollect all the seasons I had to go through in order to mature and stand ground on what I truly needed to accomplish, I remember being 17 years old, almost 18, when I dropped out of high school. This was a moment that greatly saddened my parents and family. It was a bit after my 18th birthday that I decided to go back to finish my high school education, something that I owed to my family and to myself. However, as the last paperwork was being filed, and I was close to meeting with my principal and counselor to discuss my classes and grades, the person at the front desk realized I had just turned 18. This officially qualified me as an adult. The process of graduating was difficult because I had to keep myself accountable for my own decisions, educational success, and personal growth. Many times I encountered discouragement, fear, and doubt, but time and time again I reminded myself of the thought of this very moment, graduation. I want to give special thanks to God for giving me strength and wisdom to a degree that I could have never imagined. To San Ysidro Adult School, Ms. Styron, Ms. O'Brien, my sister, family, and friends for their continued support and encouragement. Let us celebrate our accomplishments today and celebrate life itself, that we are healthy and have a roof over our heads. perhaps most importantly, that we are able to stay close to those we love and remain at peace in times like these. My wish for us all is that we may continue to grow and accomplish everything that we desire from the bottom of our hearts. Congrats, class of 2020. We did it!
Thank you, Viviana, for sharing your story. And now I would like to introduce our student speaker from National City Adult School, Rosie Montaño. These are a few words written by her teacher. I only had Rosie in my class a short time, but in that time, I was able to see her spark an incredible drive and determination. This has helped her accomplish so much against many obstacles. I'll let her share some of her story with you here today.
Hello, class of 2020. My name is Rose Montaño, and I am a mother of 7 children. My motto is trust, faith, and transformation. That is what has helped me attain my educational and personal goals. It is what drives me to continue to help the community. Unfortunately, just like others, my family has had its share of obstacles. When my twin daughter, Nicolette, was born in 2011, I was told she would never walk due to her diagnosis. Quadriplegic, severe cerebral palsy. She has a ventricle shunt and a feeding tube, and she suffered 2 hemorrhages in the brain, which they left me with basically no quality of life. Holding on to my motto, trust, faith, and transformation, we were able to overcome and achieve. Today, my daughter Nicolette is 4.5 years walking. If that wasn't enough, last year, 2019, I too encountered some health issues that gave me a life-changing experience that almost cost me my life several times. I managed to push forward towards my mission, holding on to my motto, trust, faith, and transformation, to achieve my goals. I was very driven. Unfortunately, when COVID-19 hit, we were all impacted. It is the reason why I decided to focus on using my skills to help the community, focusing on those with limited resources through Raising Hope San Diego. I just want to emphasize how important education is. No matter what obstacles or hardships come your way, you have the power to achieve anything you put your mind to. Thank you very much. Sí se puede.
Thank you for providing your classmates with those great words of wisdom. We want to thank and congratulate all of our speakers this evening for sharing their stories of success that hopefully will inspire their classmates to be encouraged to pursue their dreams. And now I would like to turn it back to Dr. Marquand for the acceptance of the graduating class.
Thank you, Mrs. Mendoza, and all of our incredible student speakers for this evening. At this time, we will perform the tradition of presenting the students to our president of the Board of Trustees for acceptance. This tradition officially confirms our students' graduation status and meeting all of our district requirements in order to receive a diploma. It is now my pleasure to welcome School Board President Mr. Frank Tarantino to celebrate this tradition with our students. President Tarantino, members of the Board of Trustees, Superintendent Janney, and Sweetwater District staff, families, and friends, I am now privileged to present the Adult Education graduating class of 2020 for the Sweetwater Union High School District. President Tarantino, will you please accept this outstanding group of students?
Greetings, Dr. Burke, Dr. Marquand, teachers, counselors, family members, and graduates. I hope you and your families are keeping safe during these extraordinary times, made forever memorable by a pandemic that has shaken the world and disrupted the normal ways of doing business everywhere. Despite the uncertainty of our times, we have lots to celebrate, especially your graduation today. It is an honor to be among the first to congratulate you on what you have accomplished. For many of you, this road to graduation has not been easy. You have worked hard to overcome the many challenges that you have faced. We applaud your effort and celebrate this accomplishment with you and all of those who have stood beside you, your family, your friends, administrators, teachers, counselors, and educational support personnel. It marks the beginning of a significant period in your lives and the beginning of an equally important part that lies ahead. As graduates of Chula Vista Adult, Montgomery Adult, National City Adult, and San Ysidro Adult Schools, each of you have been given the tools and the preparation needed to become successful in the next phase of your lives. You have taken risks, you have demonstrated your determination, exhibited your resilience, and now have achieved the educational goals that you have set for yourselves. I encourage you to put your talents and energy into the new opportunities waiting for you. Remember to explore, learn, love, and experience the world around you. Most important, don't forget to reach for the stars. Your graduation today shows that you can accomplish anything you put your mind to. Take this lesson and use it to fulfill the dreams and goals that you have set for yourselves. Our community needs your energy, your passion, and your new ideas. Dr. Burke and Dr. Marquand, on behalf of the Board of Trustees, Superintendent Dr. Karen Janney, and the entire Sweetwater Union High School District Administration, I accept this graduating class of 2020. Graduates, congratulations, and I wish you all the best in everything that you endeavor. Thank you very much. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you, President Tarantino. And now, the moment you've all been waiting for, the awarding of diplomas and the reading of each student's names. Our counselors from each of our 4 school sites will read the names of our graduating students. I'd like to welcome Ms. Marissa Galcin and Ms. Heidi Meza, counselors at Chula Vista Adult School, who will read the names of their graduates.
Sabina Avalos, Carmen Calzada, Viviana Diaz, Leticia Fabian, Jennifer Galindo, Brianna Green Carrera, Olivia Elizabeth Jimenez Toscano, Janet Lavino, Iván Ontiveros, Brianna Rodriguez, Frank Sarabia, Johnny Alvarez, Helen Antonio Rodriguez, Diana Cali, Luz Elena Garranco, Felix Carrizales, Denise Chow, Angel Chavez Barrios, Brenda Chavez, Reja Cibaro Guilari, Joseph Cordell, Isis Dan Avila, Andre Duff, Jose Franco, Christian Gomez Moreno, Angélica González Castañeda, Malú Hernández, Vera Herrera, Tomás Jaramillo, Guillermo Jiménez, Denea Jones, Iván Berenice Martínez, Gabriela Murillo, Milka Noriega Beltrán, Frida Purdy, Marta Ramirez, Eliana Razo, Damaris Saraí Serrano, Chelsea Starnes, Rita Verdugo Esparza, Janet Vizcarra.
And now from Montgomery Adult School, Counselor Andrea Aragoza will read the names of her graduating students.
Katie Anaya, Drew Barriero, Laura Buenrostro Anaya, Catalina Cabanillas, Amber Cordova, Fatima Dublan, Brooke Gaxiola, Jessica Goldsberry, Yvette Gonzalez, Ramona Howdigi, Gerardo Laguna, Sergio Lopez, Claudia Machado, Angel Martinez Aispuro, Jonathan Ramirez, Samantha Santos, Natalie Solis, Nathan Torres, Cesar Vargas, Yafer Vázquez Alcaraz, Karen Vázquez, Pedro Vázquez, Favi Villegas, Robert Woodson, Diana Yanez, Angel Zavala,
At this time, National City Adult School, Counselor Deborah Simone and Cristina Barcelo Ramirez will read the names of their graduates.
Anthony Altamirano, Adriana Ambriz, Cassandra Aranda, Edwin Chávez, Erika Díaz Guevara, Rosa Enerva, Cristina Escoto, Karen Fajardo, Aarón Galindo, Berenice García, Eduardo García, Joshua González, Melanie Kitchens, Ramón Yara Espinosa, Andrés López, Brandon Mejía, Rose Montaño, Desiree Moore, Verónica Ochoa, Priscila Pangelinan, Marta Piña, Blanca Ponce, Julio Ramos, Otoniel Sánchez, Alejandro Cruz Tapia, Tania Tirado, Anthony Vázquez.
And from San Ysidro Adult School, Counselor Debbie O'Brien will read the name of her graduates.
Maria de Jesus Aguirre, Fabian Arce, Natalia Armas Trejo, Zaira Baraza, Edgar Beltran, Beatriz Bantacourt, Brandon Cano, Veronica Carranza, Luis Chavez, Miriam Duran Espinosa, Jeff Elias, Jessica Geraldo, Anita Gonzalez Dorado, Patricia Gillian Pineda, Norma Hernandez de Godoy, Cecilia Carolina Juarez Arenas, Sahara Leon, Joseph Macias, Ricardo Martinez, Caleb Josue Mejia, Araceli Mendoza Sanchez, Rebecca Morales, Giselle Munoz, Eduardo Olmos, Cristina Palamera, Viviana Paul Arredondo, Cynthia Perez, Maria Laura Rivas, Anarani Yamil Rodriguez Sandoval, Leslie Rodriguez.
At this time, please welcome Assistant Principal Misera Garcia Salgado, who will lead our students in the tassel ceremony.
Thank you, Dr. Marquand. The tassel ceremony is a tradition held at the conclusion of a graduation ceremony. The reason why you place the tassel on the right is because you have earned the right to graduate. Moving the tassel to the left after graduating is symbolic of crossing over from finishing school to another stage in your life. Congratulations, graduates, for receiving your diploma and moving on to the next chapter of your life.
Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes our ceremony. Thank you so much for celebrating with us. Take care, and we look forward to the many accomplishments ahead of you.